What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Chad Arms, a.k.a. Chatty Bobby.
Woo, coming in hot. My name is Tony, a.k.a. Friday the 14th. Tickle it.
Shout out to the shocker.
Boom.
We're back. Episode 12.
A baker's dozen, right?
Baker's dozen is 13.
Never
A
mind.
dozen is 12.
What the fuck am I doing?
Coming in hot.
Way to start off this episode coming in. A baker's dozen being 13 when a dozen is naturally 12.
Hey, we didn't say we get stuff right. Episode 12.
We're here.
90's horror, you stupid fucks.
We're here. We are here.
Myself, Chad Arms, a.k.a. Chatty Bobby 1130. We got Friday the 14th and off camera with a hot-ass microphone, and he ain't got a lot of sugar in his system. Give it up for Chance.
I thought I was going to get the applause thing, but that's the other podcast, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got some shit to say.
Yep.
A.k.a. the director's in the... A.k.a.
I expect that every episode now.
Woo! You went with that, man. Whew, you went with that one. But, yeah, the director's here in the house. Hot Mike Chance.
HMC, NSC, No Sugar Chance. We got After Dark Chance. He's going to add an alias each episode.
Yeah, each episode he's going to coming in swinging.
The legend keeps on building.
It
That's
does,
it.
man. And we want to shout out our sponsors, Nixon Pro Media,
Yes.
Revolution One Media, and Trouble Spirits. Shout out to our guy, Ryan.
Boom, right there you go.
Y'all want to get drunk, motherfucker? Holler at him.
Yeah, he's got whiskey, we got vodka, we got gin, but please drink responsibly if you do. And must be 21 to purchase.
Yeah, you got to be 21. I mean, fucking...
But please drink responsibly.
Hell yeah. Get fucked up responsible.
Boom, there it is.
Or
We're
just
good
catch
at
a
reading
buzz.
ads. We're going to talk about 90's horror, guys. This will be a fun one. We've got a good little list of stuff. We're kind of just going to, like we normally
Roll
do,
with it.
Roll with it. We'll probably maybe talk about some of our favorites towards the end, but myself, Tony, and Chance here, we're just going to go over some 90's horror for you guys and gals.
Yeah, there's a pretty good list of 90s horror. When it comes to the horror genre, the 90s really never stick out to you as much as the 80s do.
Everybody talks about the 80s, which, I mean, obviously that's
our favorite.
But
That's
in
our
the
favorite
2000s, 90s kind of gets skipped over, though. And the 90s, there's a lot of dope stuff in here. And again, we're not covering all the movies that were horror movies in the 90s. This could be another episode down the road in 6, 7, 8 months.
Yeah, we can
Well, we don't. Yeah, right. Like same with some of the other episodes that we've done. But we're gonna get right into it, man. We're gonna have fun.
Do you want to talk about probably your favorite 90s horror movie to ever come out?
Oh, I mean, Brain Scan.
Yeah, we've talked about it. It's been talked about in the underrated movies. I think
It's been talked about. Yeah, movies I grew up with.
Yeah,
maybe,
movies we grew
underrated.
up with. Yeah, Brain Scan.
Yeah.
Classic. Once again, I'll say it. I didn't see it till probably a couple years ago when Scream Factory finally put it out on Blu-ray. But yeah, I'm totally sold on Brain Scan. Trickster, awesome horror movie character.
Oh, dude, Ryder T. Smith,
Yeah,
great. Edward Furlong, great. Frank Langella was pretty terrifying in this as the detective. Love the movie. Love Brain Scan. Chance, you got to watch it.
Yeah, what was the year? 94 on that
94
one?
was Brain Scan.
I'll definitely check it out.
For sure. Even though it's dated because the technology is like insane now, it still holds up. It still holds up because the first time you saw it was like 3 years ago.
Yeah. When Scream Factory first put it back out, put it out on Blu-ray. It was all a day one buy for us, and I think we watched it like when we all got it in and everything. So
I don't understand why Scream Factory didn't make that a collector's edition because it has so many special features on it.
yeah, I'm sure you've delved into all of them. haven't you?
Yeah, there's a lot of cool ones on there, like way more than some of the special features that are on the collector's editions.
Oh yeah.
And it could have came with a cool slip, but I don't know how they go about doing that. It must cost more money or something. But yeah, Brain Scan is obviously it's my favorite horror movie from the 90s. But yeah, it's a good one to start with.
It's unique in its own. We never got a sequel from it, but it's its own little story. Like I said, then what's that? Trickster.
Absolutely.
A unique looking villain,
yeah.
and it just
the plot of it's dope. Like it's psychological in addition to being, it doesn't show a ton of gore, but it shows enough.
I'll
The
dig the
soundtrack
music
to
in
it is terrifying. Like, I thought they did a great job with the soundtrack. This is in that time frame when Edward Furlong was, had American History X. He was in
Terminator 2.
Terminator 2, yeah.
Yeah, because that was 92.
Yeah, he was in a few things, but that was around that time frame when he was popping. But yeah, man, shout out Brainscan.
Definitely check that one out. If nobody's ever heard of it or seen it, definitely find a way to watch it.
Yeah.
You'll have fun with it.
Yeah.
You want me to go next?
Yeah, the next one that's got this listed is one that is it's actually a Japanese horror film.
Yeah.
But it was the OG to a movie that came out later, and that's Ringu.
Yeah, which I dig the Japanese version. It's a whole
it's terrifying. Dog.
So much more creepier. The Ring is creepy in itself.
Yeah,
which I enjoy the Ring.
It doesn't hold up as much now. It's still a really dope horror movie.
Yeah.
But it was kind of at the cusp
the fingernail
of all
scene.
Of that kind of the jump scare. Like,
yeah.
It was it was like the OG of that.
Yes, yeah, because I think it was that came out maybe in 2001 or 2000 maybe.
2000. I'll look it up and see.
But yeah, Ringu is
Ringo.
is a whole lot more creepy, and of course you got to watch it with subtitles. But just the whole ambiance of that one is just a whole lot more creepy than the U.S. remake of it.
The Ring was 2002 actually.
Okay, 2002.
Okay, so yeah.
That makes more sense then. Yeah.
Naomi
But
Watts.
yeah, Ringu is one that you definitely need to check out. Chance, have you ever seen that?
I think I started watching that, but I never did finish it.
Oh, okay. Would you fall asleep?
Probably.
Oh my god.
I got tired of reading.
You're not a subtitle fan though, are you?
No, not really.
I'm a psycho about subtitles.
Yeah. Now, are you a fan of The Ring?
That was a PG-13 horror movie, right?
I think so, probably.
No.
Oh, okay. That was a quick no from Chance.
I thought that The Ring. It's not one that I've rewatched a ton of times over the years, but it was definitely one of those ones because it came out the year that I graduated, and it was when I was starting to get into horror movies a lot. I mean, I had watched them growing up some, but I wasn't that kid that just watched a bunch of horror movies as a kid.
Yeah.
Like some of my friends were. I was kind of later, till I got out of school or whatever. But that was one of the first ones I remember in the well scene.
Oh yeah.
I mean, just that at the time that was just cutting edge type shit.
Yeah, it was
But
definitely
Ringo
creepy.
inspired all that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was creepy for the time.
Yeah. There's a lot of. I mean, there's some Japanese. There's that one, and then the one that
The Grudge.
The Grudge. Yeah, that one's creepy as shit. Like there's those Japanese ones. If you can get past the language barrier and you can just follow the subtitles, which that's an acquired taste. You know,
Which we've said it before. I'm so used to it. I watch everything with
So I
subtitles.
watch Dumb and Dumber with subtitles, and I know every word of that movie. I can be the subtitles for Dumb and Dumber. But it's just a habit,
And then another one, Clive Barker movie. You got Nightbreed that came out in
beginning of the 90s. Yeah, 90. Craig Sheffer.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Who was in Program.
Yep.
And he's been in a lot of stuff, but he's the quarterback in the Program.
It's not one of my. I like the Hellraiser movies more than I do Nightbreed.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest. I'm not the biggest Clive Barker fan.
I'm not either.
With those, the Hellraiser movies, I've only seen the first two. I think they're okay. I've seen part of part 3, and I haven't even watched all the other ones. I'd like
the first
to.
The
just
first
to say
three,
that I've seen them.
Yeah, the first 3 I dig. The score's great in them. Just the whole character of Pinhead and the Cenobites and all that stuff. But I only enjoy the first. I've only watched the first 3. I don't really want to. The other ones don't entice me whatsoever.
Yeah, but I thought Nightbreed was cool. I like some of the like the monster like the makeup effects were really cool in it.
That's one thing about Clive Barker movies that you're gonna get. You're gonna get great makeup effects and all that, and practical effects in his movies.
Yeah. Another one from 1990, banger, Tremors.
Oh yes, with Kevin Bacon.
And what's the?
I can't think of the other guy's name that's in it. But I think they're out. Is it set in Arizona? It's out west somewhere. But you got these big old earthworm monsters. You got Reba McEntire in there.
Fred Ward.
Okay, yeah.
I didn't remember.
Reba McEntire's in that one.
Yeah.
I remember this one coming on TV all the time as a kid, and that's what stuck out to me. I mean, the Tremors, the practical effects are great in it. Yeah. The worms themselves, are one of a kind when they came out with that thing.
Yeah. Yeah, and
It's original. That's what
No,
I'm trying.
for
That's
sure.
what I'm trying to come out with. It's a original creature. I know creature features aren't your thing, Chance, but
Tremors is pretty good. I like it.
Okay, so that makes you think about creature features a little bit more, huh?
Yeah.
Fred Ward's a badass and everything that he's in. I've always liked Fred Ward in movies, and I like the way that they made the Tremor, the monsters look.
Yeah, they're
They look
blind.
dope.
They only go by the senses on the ground, or they feel footsteps and all that stuff.
Yeah, it was cool. And of course, Kevin Bacon is always good in whatever he's in. But yeah, Tremors is a solid one, creature feature.
There's another Kevin Bacon movie from the 90s that you're a fan of too, since we're on Kevin, is Stir Echoes, correct?
Star Echoes is amazing, bro.
What, that was like 99?
I'll have to look. Is it on the list?
wrote on here. No, I don't have it wrote on here, do I? It's either 98 or 99.
It's definitely in the 90s for sure.
I
love Star of Echoes, bro. That's one of my favorite. That's another one of my favorite. It's one of my favorite movies with Kevin Bacon for sure.
1999.
Huh?
1999.
Yeah, so right there at the end, at the cusp of it. But yeah, that's a Kevin Bacon one I enjoy.
No,
the
for
94.
sure. And another one in '99 that was a cutting edge movie that changed the game for a lot of people. Blair Witch Project.
Oh, I love it. It still creeps. Every time that we've watched Blair Witch numerous times, I'm stuttering over myself. But it still gives you the creeps like you did the first time watching that. I remember renting that VHS from Blockbuster and watching that movie by myself in the living room and being absolutely terrified.
I'm sure, bro.
Yeah.
I saw it in the theater, and it
What?
was.
You
Yep.
saw that in the theater?
Mm-hmm.
Did you think it was like
Yeah.
real deal? That's shit that like really happened.
Yep.
When we were growing up, we were growing up, man. We didn't really know the ins and outs of how movies were made and work and stuff. But like my buddy, I remember, I'll never forget. We were at football practice one day, and my buddy had just went the night before with his mom and dad, and then like his girlfriend at the time, and they went to see Blair Witch Project, and he convinced all of us that it was real
Yeah. Oh yeah.
because we were all scared to go see it.
Yeah.
Especially being around here with the Bell Witch.
Yeah,
It's like,
exactly.
you know,
It's like,
For
dude,
sure.
that just raised it up even more. But dude, I remember, especially that I was making it to the end of that movie, and when they go into the basement of the house, and the dude's standing in the corner, and I remember the hair standing up on my arm and running to my bedroom. It's like, oh gosh, I'm not going to sleep tonight. There's going to be a witch outside my window terrorizing us. But it was so ahead of its time with the marketing as well with that movie. That's what made it sell more tickets than anything was the marketing for the movie.
Yeah, and you got a $60,000 budget, and it made $248 million worldwide. $60,000 budget, bro.
And made almost $300 million.
Yeah,
That's insane.
that shit's crazy, bro. And then we're not gonna get into the sequel. But
I like the sequel.
you didn't like the sequel?
it's nothing. Why
I
would
liked
y'all?
it.
If y'all,
It goes
what-
Hollywood, that's for
Of
sure.
course, it's like a movie. Like, why would you want? If you love Blair Witch Project, it's the complete opposite of that.
Yeah. And
So it's like, why would you want it? Like,
and the newer one, Blair Witch, I love the newer one.
no, the remake but it's like the
Yeah,
original.
exactly. It goes back to the
Yeah.
roots and everything.
I
But
like
I'm
the- I
a
like
Book
the
of Shadows.
remake.
I'm a Book of Shadows defendant. I like Book of Shadows.
They should have just called it Book of Shadows and not
Yeah,
the Blair Witch Project.
Exactly. You're exactly right. I'll give you that one.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Because
I agree with you.
Another one from '99. It's 3 in a row we're doing from '99. M. Night Shyamalan, his first film,
Oh, The Sixth Sense. Yeah.
Sixth Sense. Bruce Willis,
So creepy.
man.
So good.
Yeah, this is when things shit started getting real. Because I mean, M. Night, and I'm looking forward to doing his filmography.
I am too.
Because I'm one of the people that I haven't seen all of them. I've got them all on my Vudu now, but there's a couple that I'm not excited to watch. Last Airbender,
Yeah.
Lady in the Water. I've heard her kind of.
I'm a strong I love The Village.
I liked The Village. I've only seen The Village once,
Yeah.
and it was years ago. I love Signs. I love Sixth Sense.
Unbreakable.
Unbreakable. I like Unbreakable. I like Split.
Yeah. Split.
I thought
yeah.
Old was cool. I liked the new one,
I need to watch Cabin in the Woods.
Cabin in the Woods. I liked the The Visit.
Yes, yeah, The Visit.
That one
That's
was
probably
creepy, bro.
that's probably his most underrated movie on his list. I think is The Visit.
I think so.
The Happening.
I like The Happening. It's bad.
Yeah.
It's like I like it because it's so bad it's good kind of shit. I think it's a creepy ass vibe around it. We've just turned this into an M9 episode. I look forward to diving into his movies again and talking about.
But The
them
Sixth Sense, that twist on Sixth Sense that nobody saw.
and that's what
coming.
that's what this guy became known for was the M Night twist. You know, Bruce Willis is Bruce Willis. He's great. You know, but that was a really dope one as far as like, especially it was something refreshing and new. You know.
And then two bangers that we just talked about last episode was Scream in '96, and then you got Scream 2 from '97.
Yeah, both directed by Wes Craven.
Yeah.
Great. We talked about it in detail in the previous episode.
The first Scream is a horror classic.
For sure.
Can we say?
For sure.
Of course.
Oh,
Yeah,
of course.
you can say that without any hesitation whatsoever. But yeah, the first Scream is a horror classic.
Yeah, Scream 2 solid. I mean, Scream 1 is top 25 horror film ever for me. Scream 2 is solid as well. The 92, Tony Todd.
Oh, another classic.
Candyman.
Another classic.
Yeah.
Great score.
One that it definitely really, really solid score. Not really a fan of the sequels.
Yeah.
I need to rewatch them. I need to watch Farewell to the Flesh again. I need to watch Day of the Dead again, Part 3. What'd you think of the remake or the requel, whatever it's called?
It doesn't hold anything compared to the original.
No,
I don't
Tony
know.
Todd is such a.
I
beast,
guess
bro.
you could call it like a sequel in that, but no, I'm not a fan of it. But just Tony Todd became a household name with Candyman. Yeah. Just the practical effects of Candyman, of him actually having the bees in his mouth, shooting that stuff, and I love the whole atmosphere. It's set in Chicago.
Yeah.
Candyman. It's that score for Candyman, especially when the opening title cards are going on and all. Just love that score.
Yeah. Candyman is a classic for sure. Next two we'll get into, both from the same franchise. 91, you had the pile of poop that was Freddy's Dead.
Oh God. Terrible.
Nightmare on Elm Street. What was that? Part 6.
Yeah, it's supposed to be the ending of the franchise.
Freddy's Dead, the final nightmare. It's at this point, Freddy had gotten so far off from what Robert Englund's character was in the first one.
Yeah.
It was just a comedy sketch at that point. But then 3 years later, they kind of got back to the roots, kind of similar.
Well, it's almost New Nightmare is almost Scream before Scream.
Yeah, because it was 2 years. Wes Craven
Yeah.
came back to do this one. And he even had a cameo in this one.
Yeah.
But 2 years before Scream came out, Scream came out in 96. This was 94, was New Nightmare. I get what they were trying to do with New Nightmare.
It's almost like Freddy was like a demon in this one.
Yeah. It was.
Because
It was good considering the 3 previous
Oh yeah.
were.
I love the
the
new
two
look.
previous
I love the new look of Freddy in this one, but and it also goes back to like I said, how it was Scream before Scream. It's just because you have Robert Englund playing himself, you have Wes Craven playing himself, you have what's her name that plays
Heather Langenkamp.
Heather Langenkamp playing herself, and all that stuff, and then you got what's the little kid? That little kid is in all the movies.
Plays Gage.
Yeah, and he was in Kindergarten Cop too.
Yeah.
Boys have a penis, girls
For
have
sure,
a vagina.
For sure, shout out to him.
Same kid. He was in Full House.
He was a fucking shit
Dude,
turd.
he was
in
all
Full House.
over the. He was
He
all
was
over
a
the place.
shit turd in Full House.
Yeah, he was a
Let's stamp that right now.
Do you hate him too?
No, I don't.
There's
hate
got to
him.
be somebody you hate on every episode.
Well, we haven't got there yet. This next one though is another one from '99. '99's got bangers in it.
Dude, yeah.
But this is one that, fun fact, I've never seen this movie.
You've never.
It's just the time frame. Jordan
Yeah.
will vouch for this. We're just not fans of this time. We're talking about
Yeah.
Sleepy Hollow.
Sleepy
Johnny
Hollow,
Depp.
yeah.
I'm just not really a fan of that time frame.
Yeah. Tim Burton movie.
Big fan of Tim Burton. Shout out to Beetlejuice.
I think you'll
Pee-wee's
actually like if you give it a
Pee-wee's Big
chance.
Adventure.
If you give it a watch, I think you'll actually.
No, I
like
would. I'm sure I probably would. It's just
because it's pretty
never-
gory too.
It's
It's got some good kills. In
I
it.
slept on this one for a long time. No
Yeah.
pun intended, but
Yeah.
I slept on it, and when I watched it, I was like, man, I can't believe
It's
it
an
took
awesome
me
Johnny
so long.
Depp
Well, I'll check
character.
it out. I'll check it out for that.
Johnny Depp is his unique little. He's got his little quirks and all that kind of stuff. And then you have Christina Ricci is in it too, and then Christopher Walken makes an appearance in it.
I got a fever.
Yeah, and it's more swords cutting off people's heads.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
And
But
the fun
it's,
fact, I think I probably owned that movie 3 times and never watched it.
it's got a very Tim Burton
Classic
look
chef.
to it.
Yeah. All of his do.
Yeah,
You
it's
know?
he's got a distinct look to his movies.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love Sleepy Hollow. I've watched it when it first came out, and I've been defending it for a long time.
Fun fact: me and Leroy Biggs have a single called "Sleepy Hollow" that'll be dropping soon.
Oh,
Bad
really?
Habits 2 on the way.
Boom! Throw that in there.
Hell yeah!
Shout out Leroy Biggs. Hey, Leroy Biggs, if you're listening, you need to come on an episode with us.
Hell yeah, dude. We'll have to figure out what you. I'll have to talk with him and see, but he'll come on.
Yeah,
and shoot the
come
shit.
on, Leroy, get on here with us.
That'd be fun.
You can have my mic.
Oh yeah. So we're gonna rewind 9 years. We've been in '99.
Yeah, we're just jumping around on this.
As long as it's within that '90s time frame.
Yeah.
Back to 1990. Stephen King's It.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it.
It's just
The first half, I can get down with the first half.
it just doesn't hold up. Bro.
It does not. It's a made-for-TV movie.
I love.
I'm not a
Tim
big
Curry.
Stephen. I'm not a big
Me
Stephen
either.
King fan.
I'm not
Me
either.
either.
But I'm a big. I like Tim Curry though.
Yeah,
Yeah, John Ritter in the. It's just, man. When I was a kid, it scared the shit out of me, and then I watched it whenever it got that Blu-ray release, and it was
Yeah.
a Blu-ray bin movie.
it's just so long.
It's so long, and it just don't hit.
Because when it first came
love
out,
the remake.
it came out over a three night miniseries or something, wasn't it? Over
so.
3
There was
nights.
a lot. He did a lot of that stuff back then.
Yeah, but Stephen King just doesn't hit home with me because there's quite a few Stephen King movies on this list.
I am not. There are some Stephen King films that I do get down with. But
Yeah,
it's
but
just
for the
not-
most part, he's okay to me. Well, his stories are the movies based off his stories are to me. I like some, but yeah, it is.
It's not one of them.
No, I can't sit through it all. I can
all.
honestly tell you that I cannot sit through that movie and I cannot watch it in its entirety.
Yeah, it's a haul for
The
sure.
first half, yeah. The second half, no.
Yeah.
Get away from me with that.
Staying in 1990, this is one of my favorites from the 90s. Night of the Living Dead remake.
Yes, directed by Tom Savini.
Tom Savini, did he direct that one?
I think
I'll look it up in just a second.
Yeah, I think
Tony Todd in this
yeah,
one as well.
I'm pretty sure Tom Savini wrote. He either wrote. Well, he didn't write it because it's based off the original movie. But I'm pretty sure Tom Savini directed this movie.
He may have.
But I know he did the practical effects on it as well, which Tom Savini's the GOAT of all practical effects.
Oh, that's without a doubt, bro.
And one of the super nicest guys you'll ever come across meeting too. But yeah, I like it's another one of those instances.
Yeah, Tom Savini, you're 100% right.
Okay, it's another one of those instances where I like the remake over the original.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean,
Just because the original was so
appreciate
dated.
the original one, but it's just, I mean, it was.
This one's more fast paced, and of course, it's more up to times and everything.
Yeah,
But-
love the effects in this one.
Yeah.
Love the vibe of it. Just the 90% of it takes place in that one little house, and then trying to figure shit out.
Yeah.
I've always loved it. This one, me and my brother watched all the time on VHS when we used to go to the VHS store, and then I bought that Blu-ray that it had.
I think Umbrella probably put it out. I
Yeah,
think so.
I wish that it would get like a Scream Factory.
Oh, that'd be
treatment
perfect for
or
'em.
something. So 96, we're gonna jump ahead to 1996. Super dope movie, From Dusk Till Dawn.
Yes, love From Dusk to Dawn.
Yeah.
Robert Rodriguez.
Yeah, Tarantino was in this one as well.
I think he's a producer. I think I think he's a producer on it.
Yeah, and of course George Clooney.
Keitel.
I think so. Yeah.
Is Keitel in that? I think Keitel plays the dad.
Uh,
And what's the girl's name? She's in a bunch of the movies from the 90s. She was in Natural Born Killers.
Juliette Lewis.
Yeah, that's her. She
She's-
plays the daughter.
She's Audrey from Christmas Vacation.
Yep, that's true too. They go to the Titty Twista with Cheech Marin.
Titty Twister. Harvey Keitel's definitely in this.
Okay.
show.
Selma Hayek. I think this is one of the other than Desperado.
Quentin Tarantino did write the screenplay for this.
Okay, he wrote it. Okay.
Yep.
Other than Desperado, this is one Selma Hayek making her introduction to the world, and muy caliente.
Oh, Tony was practicing his fucking Spanish, dude. Hell yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm talking about. And then after she gets done with the little snake charming dance, shit hits the fucking fan.
Shit does hit the fan. That
And
movie's
Tom
terrifying.
Savini's in that movie. Tom Savini's in this one too.
Yeah.
He's got the penis pistol.
The pecker pistol, yeah.
Yeah,
He got
the
that pecker
pistol.
that pecker wrecker, dude. He got that pecker wrecker.
But yeah, it's a fun movie.
Dusk Till Dawn's super fun. Rewinding back to 1990. This is one that I think's super dope.
I guess it would have made more sense if I put this damn list in order.
No, I think it's cool that it's jumping around.
Yeah.
1990, Misery.
Man, Kathy Bates,
She's so great in the movie, though, bro.
terrifying. And it's
Terrifying, for sure.
One location for the movie.
Yeah.
It's a great wintertime watch.
No,
It's
for
probably
sure.
up there at tops of the Stephen King movies for me, other than with The Shining.
Cujo.
Yeah, Cujo's. Yeah,
Cujo,
okay.
bro.
Cujo's
Terrifying.
up there too. But yeah, the snow setting and her infatuation with James Caan as the author.
James Caan, who I've always been a fan of.
Yeah,
James Caan, great actor.
she needs him to write another book, and he's gotten writer's block or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then, dude, what she does
Just
to his,
obsessed fan, bro.
yeah, just what she does to his fucking ankles.
Bro, just the way that she is, and just terrible. Kathy Bates played a great fucked up person.
Yeah. Going from usually seeing her to going into that role. Whew, terrifying.
So the next one, very, very good movie.
Oh, great movie.
1991, Silence of the Lambs.
With Jodie Foster.
That's the downfall.
That's the downfall of the movie.
That Jodie Foster's in it.
And
Chance
and
Falls
Buffalo Bill doing the man tuck.
doing that tucky, doing that tucky long time, dude.
Yeah, and his little dance.
Buffalo Bill, dude. Jesus Christ.
Did you think when he signed up to take that role, he read the script
He may have read the
all the
script.
way through
Read
and
the
saw,
script.
oh man, I got to do a man tuck on this?
That man tuckety doodah, man. He hit
It
him with
puts the
that.
lotion on the skin.
That man tuckery.
That poor little poodle dog.
Man.
But yeah, great movie.
Oh, great one. I need to rewatch that one. I know it got a Criterion recently, and it's got a 4K.
I got a Kibo. Kibo put it out.
but it's got a
Oh yeah,
Criterion too, but that's just a Blu-ray, I guess. But yeah, it's definitely one of those classics from the 90s for sure.
oh yeah.
Now this one, bro, I'm partial to this one because I love the director. He's my favorite horror director. In the Mouth of Madness, 94.
Oh, yes, great movie.
John Carpenter.
Super slept on. One of
Yeah,
Carpenter's.
Sam Neill.
Yeah.
Love this one, bro.
Sam Neill was had some. I didn't really going through this list. Sam Neill had a few little horror gems in the 90s.
And he had Jurassic Park.
Yeah, and Jurassic Park.
Obviously, just to throw that in there too.
Yeah.
But this is a horror episode. But yeah, Sam Neill was getting busy in the 90s, dude.
Yeah, yeah. In the Mouth of Madness, I think it's one of Carpenter's most slept on.
Super slept on, dude. Like
More of a It's totally psychological horror.
it definitely is, but I love it, bro. I love, of course, with Carpenter, he makes the scores of his movies just as important as the characters.
Oh yeah, it's
plot.
just another character in the movie.
It's another character in his movies, which that's one of the key elements to making great horror movies. Now, granted, everyone he made is not great. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying the scores in all of his movies are always positives.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? There's not a movie of John Carpenter's that he directed and he was responsible for the score where you was just like, you remember it. It always has.
He's like Hans Zimmer.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But I thought that Sam Neill did a great job in it. I think it's a great movie.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
glad
it
that it
is.
got a cool release. Hopefully, it gets a 4K.
Yeah, I'm hoping so
The
too.
screen.
Chance, have you ever seen In the Mouth of Madness?
Haven't seen it, but I'm definitely going to check it out.
Bam. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah,
John
no, you're
Carpenter,
Carpenter.
you can't
Yeah.
go wrong.
you can't.
Other than Starman.
Well,
yeah, but yeah, Jeff Bridges. That was he
That
was trying to
movie-
go-
that movie
one he
was
was
not
trying
good.
to go. I don't know.
And
what
I
he
will
said.
say from the last episode, I did say a John Carpenter movie that wasn't one of his, but The Ward is not a very good one either.
Yeah, I've only seen it once, and it was just kind of.
I was wrong.
Like
That last episode,
late 2000s.
what I say, that was a Wes Craven movie last
Yeah, you said that
episode.
last
But yeah,
episode,
that was
yeah.
totally Carpenter, and yeah, the Ward's not.
Well, I guess you can go wrong.
You definitely can, and we do. Going a year ahead, we was just in 94 with the Mouth of Madness. Jumping to 95, classic,
Oh man,
7.
so good. And then we talked about this before too, that Denzel was supposed to be in this movie.
Which is a crazy thing, man. Denzel Washington, if y'all didn't watch the Denzel episode, tune the fuck in.
Yeah,
Love that episode.
go back and watch it.
But it's my favorite actor, so of course I'm going to love that one. But Denzel Washington, when we were doing studying for that episode, Tony found out Denzel was supposed to play Brad Pitt's role
Yep.
in 7 and didn't because he was doing which one?
Devil in a Blue Dress.
It was
And
Devil
he
in a
thought
Blue-
he thought 7 was too dark of a role for him to take.
Yeah. And then, like we said, we're in 95 with 7, right? Well, 3 years after this, in 98, which we could, I don't even know if it's on here, we can throw it on here.
Yeah.
Fallen
Yes. Yeah.
with Denzel, John Goodman. You could kind of put it in a horror category.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's got a horror, suspense, thriller vibe to it.
I agree.
But I almost want to think, I don't know, but him turning down 7 and seeing what it did,
Yeah.
maybe that was kind of an inspiration to say, let me take this role for Fallen.
Yeah.
know
Can you
what I
imagine him and Morgan Freeman in
That'd be
that
crazy.
role?
But see, Brad Pitt was
Brad-
so great in
yeah.
it, though. I'm not even mad that Denzel didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah,
it's just what we got.
It turned out great. It turned out awesome in the long run. But I love the darkness and the grittiness of how that movie shot, especially
Kevin Spacey, too, bro.
yeah, the rain, just how hard it's raining in those scenes.
Yeah, man.
It just
The ending is just fucking
it's just ooh.
terrifying.
You didn't
Great
see
movie.
that come. It's a twist ending that you did not see coming.
No, not at all.
And do you blame Brad Pitt for what he did? Would you have done the same thing?
Probably.
And me too.
Yeah, probably so. 97.
Another one.
No, Event Horizon.
Yeah, another Sam Neill one. That's the other
Sam Neill for sure. Yeah, Sam Neill was two of them
super
things.
slept on as well. A space horror movie, so it's probably gonna eliminate some people with being in space and all that stuff. But it's super
I
slept
fuck with
on.
Event Horizon, bro. It's terrifying.
Yeah, it's absolutely
Like,
terrifying.
And I like those kind of horror movies, like the space.
It's like Alien. You're
Yeah, for
trapped.
sure. It's like sci-fi horror.
Yeah, you're trapped in an isolated location and shit hits the fan.
Definitely did.
Definitely check out Event Horizon if you've never even heard of it or seen it.
Yeah. Year ahead of that, after that, 98.
One of my favorite from the 90s.
This is another one. So Scream dropped in 96, right? Once Scream dropped, that's when you started to get, and this could be a whole episode, where after Scream came out, you had the I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Yeah, you had the high school.
You had the urban legends,
Yeah.
the Valentines, what we're talking about now,
The faculty. Yeah.
written by Kevin Williamson, same guy that wrote Scream.
And Dawson's Creek.
I don't want to wait. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Pacey Witter. Dawson Leary was a bitch.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, but the faculty, man, that was
I
that was
love
a
it.
solid one, dude. Really solid one. Some of those in that time frame that I was naming, some of those were misses. But
Yeah.
like you had the urban legends, the I know what you did last summers, the faculties. There's some.
The only downfall of the whole faculty movie is Josh Hartnett's cowlick on the back of his damn head.
Well,
That hair is standing up the whole damn movie.
I'll tell you what we can do.
His car was badass though.
Since we're talking about Josh Hartnett
Oh
and the
gosh.
faculty from 98, we're going to stay in the year 98. And we're going to talk about the dog shit pile that is Halloween H2O.
Hey.
Terrible.
Now Chance is talking.
Now he comes out. Now
Josh
he comes
Hartnett's
out.
hair in this movie
It's the same.
is almost as bad as the descending Michael Myers. That's 4'6".
or the CGI mask from Halloween H2O. How can you support that, Chance?
That
Tell me, Chance.
That movie is so good that I didn't even notice any of that the first time I watched it.
Why is it good?
It's a Halloween movie with it's 20 years later. I mean, how can you?
What?
How
It has
can you not
LL
like
Cool J in it.
So you said it's a good movie because it's a Halloween movie and it's 20 years later.
Yep.
Halloween Resurrection is also a Halloween movie, and it is horrible.
but it has
This is
Busta
Chance's
Rhymes in
favorite movie from the 90s. Off camera, Chance said this is his favorite horror movie from the 90s. I'm just wanting to know why.
It's terrible.
That's all. I'm not trying to. I'm
you
just
have
wanting to tell me why you
have
like it.
what 5 different masks in this movie? 4 or 5.
I didn't even notice any of that.
Well, you notice
Why
how
do you
terrible
like
the
it,
mask
Tony?
looked in general. This is one of the worst looking masks out of the whole franchise.
Let-
we thought Halloween 4's mask was bad. No, come across H2O
Look, this is the return of Jamie Lee Curtis.
Okay.
with
Even
her
though
short ass lactate hair.
that's the I don't care anymore haircut.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Just like Hayden Panettiere.
Okay, I will give H2O one thing. The opening of H2O was great with the whole bringing back Loomis's doctor and what's it, what is his name? Joseph Gordon-Levitt is that gets killed at the beginning of it.
I've watched it once and I hated it.
Yeah,
So I don't even
well, his kill was pretty cool with the ice skate.
Mm-hmm.
But I do like, and then how they get what's his name to come back to play Loomis's voice, Donald Pleasance. They got his voice at the beginning doing the narration.
Some good kills.
Okay, so I'm just hang on.
No chance.
We're
What good kills were there in
I'm
that
trying
one?
to I'm trying to get the audience to understand. I'm trying to get Chance to be able to give him the platform and the pedestal to say why this is his favorite movie from the horror genre in 1990s. He said it's because it's a Halloween movie.
It's been a long time since we had a Halloween movie.
When did Halloween 6 come out?
I don't know.
3 years previously.
That's a long time for a Halloween movie not to be coming out.
What did you think? How did you think they did the Jamie Lee Curtis thing in that one?
I
Better
will
than
say
Resurrection.
growing up in the 90s when this movie did come out, I enjoyed it. But the more I've watched it lately, the more I despise this movie and the more that it falls down the rankings hard. I
also saw that in the theater.
Yeah. I think I may have. I don't think I saw this one in the theater, but it's gotten worse and worse. Each time that I watch it, it gets worse for me.
Okay, yeah.
And actually, Scream would be my number one from the 90s.
That I'll accept, Chance.
Yep.
I will totally accept that
But
one.
H2O's right up there.
And y'all, I gave him the opportunity to say
Yeah.
why, and he gave no points that were valid.
Well, the only part of that movie, the opening. I like that little whole Loomis part at the beginning.
It's just a good movie altogether. It's one of those movies
CGI mask.
that keeps you
CGI
on the
mask.
edge of your seat, like the chase scene whenever they're going through the college and Jamie Lee Curtis meets face to face with CGI mask Michael Myers.
That
That
had
I
me on
didn't
the edge
even
of my
know
seat for sure.
because I was so into the movie that a guy like me who normally would notice something like that didn't.
Well,
because the movie was.
I will give it the one part I did dig too is when Laurie's out in the and she's walking. The music I do
and
like
the score, yeah.
The scores I do like the score of H2O
And
when
the scene where the little girl is in the bathroom with her mom.
yeah, okay, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
suspense.
That hurts.
Suspenseful.
Yeah. And the new Halloween 2018 kind of throwbacks to that.
Mm-hmm.
But just the whole scene where he comes descending out of the rafters with one arm. We're walking down the hallway. Where was he hanging? Where was he at, Chance? Up in the rafters.
He was straddling the pipe.
And then just one-handed just comes. Nobody, like a ghost in the night. Just nobody here.
Yeah, and then like that scene he's walking down and the curtains are blowing. Like just it's shot so good. It's
Chance,
suspenseful.
You can't win.
Yep.
You can't win this one.
I'm telling you. It's
We're going
one
to
of the
rewind
best.
3 years.
A long time. 3 years, a long time.
We're going to rewind 3 years back to 1995 and Halloween 6 Curse of Michael Myers, which I also did not like this one.
Now, which cut are you a fan of on this one, Chance?
I think I've only seen the theatrical. Yeah. that cut.
I like the theoretical cut more on this. There's parts of the producer's cut I like, and then there's parts of the theatrical part that I like. I wish somebody could go in and kind of combine that one, almost like a Rob Zombie Halloween 2 in a way. But I do like the addition of Paul Rudd playing with Tommy, coming back as Tommy in it. The kill, probably the first real brutal Myers out of the franchise. I do not like the mask. He has blue lips. I don't like that part of it.
This trilogy was
4,
4, 5, and 6.
This is considered
I liked
Thorn,
4,
the
5,
Thorn trilogy.
6, and then
I get down with 6. I can get down with 6, but I can understand why people don't like it as well.
I
totally get it.
6 and H2O, I didn't watch till later on. I didn't watch those when they came out, so I didn't grow up with those. So I didn't have that attachment to those. I didn't care for either of those, but especially 6. 6 has a cult following.
Oh yeah,
But it's just not
the whole Thorn, the whole cult. It really does have a cult to it and all that stuff. But I get down with. I'll watch Halloween 6, Curse of Michael Myers over H2O any day.
Yeah.
Any day of the week.
I like them both.
Same year, 95. You got this one's dope to me. Tales from the Crypt, Demon Knight.
Yes.
I was a fan of this one.
Billy Zane, correctly? I think so. Billy Zane's in that one.
And I think that what's her name? Will Smith's old lady was in
Jada
it.
Pinkett. Yeah, I think you're right there too. Practical effects are awesome in it.
Yeah, and I think there's another one that's from that's from the 90s that's not on this list. Is Bordello of Blood on this list?
I don't think I do have Bordello of Blood on the list. I like Demon Knight more than I do Bordello.
It's way better.
Yeah.
Bordello of Blood was 96.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, with Corey Feldman. But the reason I thought of that because they were both Tales from the Crypt releases like a year after each other. It sucks that they only did those two.
That's it.
As far as the films, like I thought that would have been something cool they could have did. You know, maybe they just didn't hit like they thought.
Yeah, because I guess the show was such a big hit. Because I remember what Friday nights did Tales, or was it Friday or Saturday nights like Tales from the Crypt would come on.
I never watched the show.
Yeah, I don't. I remember it coming on, but I know it was one of the skating nights, and it was a Friday or Saturday.
You couldn't miss skate night, could you?
No. Well, whenever you come home from skating, then about 11 o'clock is whenever
there you go.
Tales from the Crypt came on.
I like how you're thinking.
Yep.
That's a good one, though. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with Demon Knight. I didn't watch it till later on, though, when Scream Factory put it out. That's the first time I saw it.
Yeah, hopefully those get 4Ks from Scream Factory. I know that they're starting to really ramp up those, which is awesome. Rewinding back to 1990, a lot of bangers from the 1990s specifically. Arachnophobia.
Oh, good old John Goodman in there. And,
man, any kind of spider.
Jeff Daniels.
It's just
dude, that movie is so.
It's rough.
I put it on the. Yeah, it's very effective. I hate spiders.
I do too. Creature feature.
The beginning when they're in the jungle at the beginning of it, and the spider makes it. It's one that not a lot of rewatchability for me on that one.
No, but it's an effective
creature
feature. You know, it's not a rewatchable one. Just especially if you're not a fan of spiders. But
Chance as a creature feature, where does that stand?
Not a fan of it, but
it's understandable.
I mean, I can see why people would like it.
I don't see how people that like spiders.
I think 78% of Americans are afraid of spiders. So
spiders and snakes.
That's like a.
Listen to him coming out with Hot Mike Chance.
78%.
Where'd you come out with 78%?
I don't know. I just made it up. But
shit, dude.
Spiders and snakes. I don't get down with
snakes. I don't get down with no snakes.
No sir.
So 95. We're gonna go back. Well, I think we was just in that. We was in 90. We're back to 1995. This one is a classic. It's not the best movie, but it's definitely one that we are fans of. Me and Tony are.
Oh, yes.
Tales from the Hood, 1995.
Yeah, we got a head nod from Chance on that one.
The first one. These other sequels were terrible.
Hood Anthology. Love it.
Love it. It was just that mid-90s Hood classic type shit with a horror spin on it.
Yeah, with the horror spin on it.
It was dope, bro. Of course, a lot of it was racially driven because that was that back, which I get. But it was well done, man. I thought it was It's
Got some good kills in it.
for sure. Like I like the stories. I like the main dude that's telling us he's creepy as
I forget
fuck.
what his name is, but he's
been in a lot of stuff.
been in a bunch of stuff.
But the first Tales from the Hood is dope as fuck.
Is by far the best.
No, y'all don't even waste your time with the sequels.
Oh, another one that when did Bones? No, Bones was in the 2000s.
It was 2000s,
It
yeah.
wasn't okay.
Yeah.
I was fixing to say, man, if I forgot Bones, then
I think it was
Clarence Williams III.
Clarence went there. It is.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Well, he also we can relate this. He played Bumpy Johnson in American Gangster.
That's right. There's facts on that one.
Which we can tie in from the Denzel episode.
I just watched that the other day after the Denzel
It's a great movie.
Oh,
episode.
dude, it's
Had
so
to watch
fucking
it.
good, bro.
I mean, it was that wasn't your first time seeing it, though.
No.
It just made you want to go watch it.
Mm-hmm.
That's so good. I love that movie.
But so what I was talking about earlier, when Scream dropped, right? So
Yep.
I started following suit. 97's when Scream 2 dropped. That same year, you had I Know What You Did Last Summer.
With Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Yeah. That first one is fire. The second one,
waiting for? What are you waiting for?
the second one is, and those other, always it's hard.
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. I went back and watched. I Know What You Did Last Time. It doesn't.
Didn't like it.
Not to say that I don't like it. It doesn't hold anything compared to Scream
Yeah.
or anything.
Well, no,
It
but
falls in those 90. I fall. It's under the faculty to me and everything too. It's. Oh.
I don't know if I'd go that far.
Yeah,
hot
it
take.
fell a few notches after rewatching it again.
Yeah.
But it's still a fun 90s slasher.
Oh,
Don't
no,
get
for
me
sure.
wrong.
Yeah,
The killers are unique. The hook, the little hook thing is a unique weapon to use. What's it? Ryan Phillippe?
That's what he was. Him and Josh Hartnett both were running shit in the 90s.
Oh, yeah.
In the late 90s.
Yeah, I always thought, like, what would I do if I was in that situation and you're with all your friends and that happened? Like,
Yeah.
what would you do?
Well, I would probably call the police and say I just ran over somebody. I wouldn't just nudge him off to the side and then.
Well,
Now, what was it Sarah Michelle Gellar? Hottie and that movie probably had some of the best hotties in it, with Jennifer Love Hewitt and Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Yeah.
I was supposed
But-
to marry
and I-
Jennifer Love Hewitt, but it didn't work out.
I do like the setting of that one being like on like a port with the sailors and all
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
and
yeah.
the fishermen and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So, but it's a slower paced, I guess, than Scream and everything. You don't get as many kills in it.
Yeah.
But still, I still enjoy it. It just after rewatching it again, I didn't hold up as much as it did when I was younger.
Yeah.
Because it just got a 4K release not too long ago.
So it says 96. The Craft. So next one
I
is
was
the
wrong
Craft.
on that. It is the 94, wasn't it?
I don't know. I
I don't
know
think
it's before. It's before Scream, and Scream came out in 96.
The Craft was either. I think I wrote down the wrong year on that one. But the Craft, all girl cast.
No.
96.
96.
yeah.
Okay, I was right on it.
So what it was this came out May 3rd of 96. Scream came out Christmas of 96.
So what's her name had? Nev Campbell had the Craft and Scream all in 1 year.
Yeah, and you had Fruza Balk in this one too. She's
Fruza Balk.
great from Waterboy.
Yeah, she's the creepiest person out of the movie. I remember watching.
She's creepy looking. Anyway.
Yeah, she's just
she's
creepy.
got this look about her.
her lips, how she
Yeah.
moves her lips around and stuff. That's what she
She's
said.
also in American History X.
Yes.
She plays.
Oh, what's his name's girlfriend?
Edward Norton's
Yeah.
girlfriend. I forgot his.
I forget what it.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Damn it.
I wouldn't bring that. When Nev Campbell's getting when the burn, where she got burned
Yeah.
and everything, and all when they're peeling like this. Whoa.
Yeah, the craft's dope, bro. For like a witchcraft movie, there's not a lot
And
of
the
those
snakes.
that I dig, but
Don't get done with the snakes at the end.
no snakes.
A bunch of CGI snakes.
Yeah,
But it's a
CGI
fun
stuff.
mid-90s.
CGI.
It's a fun mid-90s horror movie.
No, for sure, especially with that style. Like, there's not a lot of those like that.
Yeah.
But I get down with
The
crap, bro.
the witches.
Yeah, and then another sequel that came out in the 90s, 92. You had Alien 3.
Yeah, probably. I'd probably say no. I'd say the fourth one's probably the weakest out of the Alien.
For sure.
Alien 3 that came out in
92.
92.
Yep.
solid sequel.
Yeah, but it's. I would put the Alien movies in order of how they came out. Alien,
That's
Alien
extremely
2.
loud.
I mean,
That is extreme.
somebody's brewing coffee, guys. It's just part of it.
It's like a lizard. A dinosaur.
It's probably an
draining his
alien.
litter.
Alien. I would rank the Alien movies like Alien,
Yeah.
and Aliens, and then Alien 3, and then Alien Resurrection.
I would actually go vice versa. I would go Aliens, and then Alien. In my opinion, Aliens is Alien is great, but I enjoy Aliens more than Alien.
Yeah.
But yeah, then I'd go Alien 3 on it. Just that shaved head, Sigourney Weaver. Ooh.
Yeah.
Or is that the fourth one that she shaved head? No, it's the third one.
Third one.
Because ain't old Lazy Eye.
It's been a while since I've seen Alien 3.
I think old Lazy Eye's in that
Probably
one.
8
From,
years.
what is his damn name? I can't think of it. What is Forrest Whitaker?
Oh, shout out to
No, Forrest
Whitaker's
Whitaker's
eye.
not into that one.
God
No.
damn it.
Anyways.
Moving along, 1991, we got Cape Fear. Directed by Martin Scorsese, starring Robert De Niro. You got
Nick Nolte.
Nick Nolte in this. Juliette Lewis
Yes,
in this.
another one with her in there.
Classic. This is more of a suspense thriller. It's not really necessarily a horror, but we wanted to throw it in here because it's a suspense thriller. And it's fucking awesome.
Awesome. Amazing. It's a remake, which I've never seen the original. I've only seen this one over the remake. But yeah, De Niro is terrifying in this movie. That's why I wanted to put it on this list, just how terrifying De Niro is in it.
No, for sure. And De Niro's great in it. And it's another Scorsese one that's just a classic. Another one suspense thriller that I'll add in, since we threw Cape Fear in from 91. 95, which I've talked about, Copycat.
Yes, yeah. That's
Suspense thriller that is fucking just...
Another with
it's the
Sigourney
best
Weaver?
suspense thriller to me.
Yeah, that's one I still
Sigourney
need to
Weaver.
watch.
Yeah, so she did that 3 years after Alien 3. And you have Harry Connick Jr.'s in this, Holly Hunter's in this, Delbert Maroney, the guy that was the dad from the newest Scream,
Oh, okay.
the cop.
You know where he's in Shameless as well.
Yep, he's in Shameless, yeah.
I didn't realize that till I saw Melissa watching it. I heard his voice. I was like, wait a second.
Yeah, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
But Copycat is amazing.
Yeah, that's
it's
one I
such a
still
good
gotta
suspense
get on my
thriller,
list
man.
to
Y'all got to check that one out. Scrolling on down the list here, going similar along the lines of Alien, you got another sequel in that kind of, you got Predator 2.
I love it. It's more of the action horror movie. I have a soft spot for Predator 2.
Oh,
I
yeah,
love
man.
the city setting of it.
Yeah.
You got Danny Glover.
Danny Glover, man.
Yeah,
Shout
just
out.
the kills are fun in it. I just have fun with Predator 2.
No, it is definitely. I mean, different vibe from the first one,
Oh, yeah.
clearly, but it's still a fun one. But it's like an action horror, sci-fi.
Yeah,
kinda
I just
mix.
love the whole city going from the jungle in the first one, going into the city setting of the second one. Sure, it's a little far stretch. There's no way in hell Danny Glover could be jumping off a rooftop, sliding down.
Well, I mean, 90% of action movies are like that.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the Fast and Furious movies for a second.
Oh no, God, no.
Let's not. 93,
Sleeper,
man's best friend
with Lance Henderson in it.
from good old fashioned fucking Pumpkinhead.
It's another sci-fi horror movie.
Yeah, man.
That with a killer dog in this
Killer
one,
dog.
trying to scientifically
Modified?
modified. That's the word I was coming up with.
Yep.
But I remember renting this movie from Blockbuster back in the day.
Yep.
The whole scene when it climbs up in the tree after the cat was kind of,
Yeah.
it's kind of like, oh my gosh, that's terrible for that dog to do that. But
Yeah.
it's a little far stretch, but I still have fun with it.
No, it's a cool. I mean, yeah, for what it is, it's one that you can throw on there. Same. Well, we're jumping ahead 6 years. We're jumping back to 1999. There's a ton of 99 and 90s on this list. So the very last year of the 90s, in 1999, Lake Placid, another creature feature
With old Betty White in there.
Yeah, old
feeding,
Betty White,
feeding her
R.I.P..
cows to the alligator.
It's a fun one. Is it
Yeah.
a good one?
No.
But it's a fun one.
Yeah,
Wouldn't
it's
say
a fun
that.
little. If you're in a creature feature, if you're a creature feature fan, it's a fun one to watch and mix in there with it. Not the best creature feature movie, but still, fun.
Well, it's another one. 2 years previous, you had Anaconda.
Oh yeah, I
In
forgot about
97,
Anaconda.
with J-Lo, John Voight, Eric Stoltz, Ice Cube's in that one. But
Let
that's
me guess,
another
you're a big
one.
old fan of Anaconda, ain't you, Chance?
Anaconda or Lake Placid.
Sorry.
Chance?
No.
No.
Not much.
Not like Placid either? Your Anaconda
no,
don't want none?
No.
Unless you got buns, son. Do side bends or sit-ups, but please don't lose that butt. You know what I'm saying? Hey, 99 was Lake Placid. 97 was Anaconda. Same year, 97. One that, man, I've watched it maybe once. 97, Wishmaster.
Yes.
I've only seen this one maybe once or twice, and I didn't see any of the sequels. I remember it being pretty good.
Yeah, the kills are outrageous.
Oh, yeah. This was kind of before that was a thing.
Yeah, it's a very fast-paced one, kind of like almost in the vein of Maniac Cop. It moves quick. The kills are pretty good. I had fun with it. I've only seen it a couple times, but I've never seen any of the sequels. But Wishmaster is one I have fun with.
Yeah. And then so we're kind of zooming through this because we're about to lose power on both the phones. So Urban Legend, 98.
I had fun. See, going back and I like Urban Legend more than I Know What You Did Last.
That's what I was going to say. Well, when we were talking about the Scream stuff, Urban Legend is kind of where I'd probably put it under, like, obviously the Screams.
Yeah.
Screams 1 and 2. But then, like, Urban Legend, then it would be, for me, it would be like I Know What You Did Last Summer, and then Faculty and stuff like that.
Chance is making that face like he just
I
totally
think-
disapproves.
Well, I think Urban Legend was a good concept. I liked it.
Yeah.
No,
But-
for sure. And the sequels, because I think I've got all of them on a Voodoo. There was like a bundle deal.
I've never seen the sequels.
They're okay. They're not terrible.
I like the
They're-
twist in the original
Yeah,
one too,
yeah,
because
yeah.
you did not expect what's her old curly hair girl to come be the killer.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of her name, but you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Old curly hair. She was on a TV show back in then.
Rebecca Gayheart.
I think you're right.
I think so.
She was in one of the Screams too.
Was she?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bam! Look
Yeah.
at it go, son.
Going back to 93, another creature feature, fun as fuck.
Oh man, I had a
Ticks.
blast. I was way late to this
Ticks
one.
is ridiculous, but I love these kind of creature features.
Yeah,
I think they're just fun to watch. They're stupid. They're mindless.
Yeah.
But like they're fun, man. They're fun to watch every now and then.
And if
I'm
you want to
looking
watch
forward-
it in 4K, Vinegar Syndrome has it on 4K for you.
Oh, that's right, they do.
Yeah.
I'll
Who would
tell
ever
you
thought
I'll
Ticks
tell
would be
you
a 4K?
another one, and I don't know what year it's from, but I'm willing to guarantee if one of y'all looked it up on your phone, it's from the 90s. Mosquito.
Oh, with Gunnar Hansen in it.
Yes, Mosquito. I guarantee. Look it up for me, Chance. I'm pretty sure that's from the 90s as well, just to kind of tie it in with Ticks. But
1994.
yeah,
Boom,
you're
look at
right.
that go.
Yeah. So 94, because I think Synapse had that release
Yeah,
that or
yeah,
something.
you're right.
And it's just a fun, stupid, like over the top,
Huge mosquitoes.
Yeah. So same year as Ticks. This one is terrible. Jason Goes to Hell.
What the fuck were they thinking going into this movie?
You take
We're,
the
go-
role on this one. Too.
we're gonna make Jason a demon worm spawn, and where he can transform into other people's bodies. It's just we'll get into this more once we get into the Friday 13th series, but it is
Probably the worst one.
that was
For sure.
93.
No, I think Jason X is. I'd have to rewatch. I think Jason Goes to Hell may be worse than Jason.
It
X.
is.
Yeah.
It is.
At least you get Jason.
Jason's
Yeah.
Jason and
Yeah.
Jason X.
Yeah, this one-
He's just in space.
Yeah, this one. Is
But the
just,
ending.
I
one,
will give it the
yep.
ending with his mask
Freddy
in there
Krueger,
with
yep.
Freddy's arm coming up, and
But that's. Yeah.
I do like what's his
Yeah.
name, Duke. Is that the what's the bounty hunter?
Mm-hmm.
I think Duke is his name. I do like that character in a
Mhm.
way. I wish they, but the main it's just a terrible movie.
Yeah.
Absolutely, it's at the bottom of the Friday the 13th.
Mhm.
As a kid, I enjoyed it because it had titties at the beginning with the girl when they were setting up trying to get Jason. You had some titties there, and then in the tent scene, you had some titties. That's about the only reason I liked it as a kid. But rewatching it now, it's just garbage, absolute garbage.
Yeah.
And one of the worst looking Jasons too, out of the whole franchise.
Yeah. The
Swollen head Jason,
so
no straps on the mask Jason. Fuck out of here.
the same year as Jason Goes to Hell, Good Son.
Yes,
Macaulay
which is
Culkin.
more of like I wanted to add this in here because it has some horror.
It's a horror movie, bro.
Yeah, it says
a
it's more
horror
of a
movie.
thriller.
No, it's a horror movie.
But it's
It's about a killer kid, bro. It's a horror movie.
Macaulay Culkin is a piece of fucking shit.
Bro, I
in this
mean,
movie.
and you got to think, bro. I mean, he did Home Alone in 90, and I'm assuming Home Alone 2 is probably 91, 92. So then he went
No,
from.
I think Home Alone was 92, wasn't it?
That's what I'm saying. Home
Oh no,
Alone
Home Alone was
1990 because it was the same year as Goodfellas.
Yeah.
But man,
to go for that with Elijah Wood.
Elijah Wood, he's a little. Macaulay Culkin's a prick
a
in this
little
movie.
fucking prick. Dude, what about that bridge scene when they got throwing the dummy off the bridge? Dude, it's fucking terrible.
Yeah, it's awful. Same year as this movie, and same year as Jason Goes to Hell. You had Leprechaun, which I'm a fan of Leprechaun.
Mm-hmm.
I've watched them all. That first one I like. Now it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's you got to put it in the same vein as Chucky and all that. Or
First
Ghoulies
appearance
or
of Jennifer Aniston.
Yes. And yes, I was thinking Trolls when Elaine Bennis is in Troll. Leprechaun is Jennifer Aniston. And I've watched all the sequels. I've watched that whole thing. And dude, they're fun, man. They're terrible, but they're
terrible.
fun.
They know what they are.
Yes,
they're not taking themselves
Warwick
serious.
Davis he's great as the Leprechaun in it, and the kills are ridiculous, the plot's ridiculous, but it's a fun horror movie. It's like watching Chucky.
Yeah.
Speaking of Chucky, Child's Play 2 was 1990.
Mm-hmm.
I love Child's Play 2. Child's Play 2.
The first three, bro. I
Yep.
like the first three.
I love the
a
third
lot.
one as well. The third, but
That's the army one, right?
yeah, that's when they're
Yeah.
on the military base. I think I like when sitting down. 2 is better paced in my opinion, and a funner watch.
Then what?
The first one than Child's Play. It just moves faster. You get more kills in Child's Play 2. I love the whole pizza face.
Yeah.
What are you getting?
No, you just always like the second one better than
I'm
the
a
first
sequel
one.
guy. I can't help
You
it. I like
definitely are.
my sequels. You get the pizza. You get Chucky with it because you don't really get that many. The first one's setting up everything, of course.
Yeah.
But this, of course, with the sequel, the kill that stands out to me is when the dude gets the eyes poked through when he's on the conveyor belt. But of course, you get Chucky's iconic look when he gets half of his face cut off.
Yeah, for sure.
No, that's
Chucky. I mean,
pizza face. Yeah, that's 2, ain't it? Or is that 3? That's 3. When he gets his face cut off.
Yep.
Yeah, that's 3. I was totally wrong with it. Yeah. But yeah, 2's fun. The first 3 Child's Play.
That's where he gets melted at the end.
That's it. Yeah. The first 3 Child's Play movies are I enjoy, and the scores of them are fun too.
yeah, and I'm not even sure what year Child's Play 3 came out, but it clearly came out in the 90s. 'cause
Yeah. I totally forgot to write that one on.
Fast forward, so we kind of tied them in, but then fast forward to 98, you got Bride of Chucky. Chance.
I enjoyed that
this
one.
He wrote this one down.
Yep.
I've seen this one once. I'm gonna. Are you gonna get?
It's
all the
kinda
Scream
like
Factory
Leprechaun.
releases?
Am I?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I've got the first. 3.
I'm just kidding. The first 3 are the only ones that I like out of the Child's Play.
I've got
and
them on Voodoo,
I will admit I like the remake.
Should we do a Child's Play franchise episode?
I think so.
Chance says yes.
I think so. I mean, there's enough to do that. Then
Oh,
there's
yeah,
the
there's enough
remake,
to-
and then
yeah.
I haven't watched the show, but
The
I haven't
show's
watched any of
terrible.
the shows.
it's what?
It's terrible.
It's terrible. I feel
Yeah,
it.
the first season is pretty good, but after that,
But see, I really enjoyed the remake.
I didn't. Just because of the whole AI. I like the demon,
The
or I like the
modernized version.
possession.
I
Yeah.
couldn't get down. I thought some of the kills were cool. Other than that, I couldn't get down with
It
that.
just modernized, like you said, it just modernized it.
Yep.
Yeah.
But-
Last, but I don't even know if it's the least because I haven't seen it. But Mikey.
Yeah, from 1992.
1992.
It came out before The Good Son.
Mm-hmm.
And
So it was Good Son before Good Son.
The OG killer.
Okay.
now,
OG killer.
which one is more of a piece of shit?
Mikey.
Yeah, yeah.
Mikey's
it's super
terrible.
slept on. Mikey's
Look,
really good.
Shout out
Mikey-
Life with Mikey, starring Michael J. Fox. That was a solid flick.
I think it was Mikey's mom or stepmom or someone. He takes a blow dryer while they're in the bathtub, sticks it in there, and electrocutes them.
You got that whole answer.
Terrible.
But yeah,
I got a couple of more for y'all.
give me some.
Pet Cemetery 2.
I'm not a fan of it.
Don't like it.
Jesus Christ.
Puppet
Are
Master.
you a fan of it?
I like it.
Oh, okay.
Puppet Master 2. You like sequels?
Yeah, Puppet Master. The first 2 Puppet Master movies I like.
Yep.
And so, yeah, I forgot about Puppet Master and Puppet Master. Well, no, Puppet Master, the first one came
My
out.
The
favorite
first
Puppet
one.
Master is the one that came out on 4K a few years back.
Oh, The Littlest Right? Dude, have you seen that one, Chance? The Littlest Right? It has one kill that will just.
It's ridiculous.
It is one of the most ridiculous kills ever in a movie.
And Dead Alive.
That's what I can honestly say. I've never seen that one.
Really?
I've never because there's a Blu-ray for it, and it's super out of print. And I don't think you can stream it anywhere, can you?
I don't think so.
Well, it's
I'm
a
sure
good
it'll
one.
get some kind of release.
But
I rented that at Blockbuster not too long after it came out. I was probably 8 or 9 years old, if even that. And
all
it
the
was
horror
crazy,
fans know the
crazy
director
movie.
of that movie, but if you're not a horror fan, little fun fact: who's the director of that movie? Chance?
I don't know who directed it.
You don't know? Peter Jackson from Lord of the Rings.
I don't like Lord of the Rings.
Oh,
Shout out to Hot Mike Chance.
Hot
This
Mike
has been
Chance coming in
episode
hot.
12, damn it.
Yeah, man. Good
Episode
gosh.
12 of 90's horror. We're trying to make sure we don't lose camera battery.
Yeah.
Which time are we looking at?
An hour and 6 minutes.
Okay.
Holy shit.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
yeah. Get the fuck out of here, guys. We appreciate everybody tuning in. Be sure to hit that subscribe button on the YouTube. Subscribe to us on the audio platforms, Spotify, Google, Apple, all those. We've got our Instagram links in the description. Y'all need any kind of website work, holler at Revolution One Media. Salute to Nixon Pro Media for letting us use the venue. Salute to Troubled Spirits and our guy Ryan for sponsoring the show. And we appreciate every one of y'all. And we're going to get, what are we going to do, Tony?
We're going to get out this motherfucker.